here. Okay, great. So perhaps some of you are thinking of having a new life and learn new things in different country. And I guess that's the main reason why you're actually here. So somehow you might be indecisive still as to where and what school you are going to choose. So let me give you a bit of an idea about living and studying in Vancouver. So Vancouver is one of the most beautiful and culturally diverse cities in Canada, making it an ideal location for international students. So let me share with you the top reasons why Vancouver is good for international students. First, Vancouver has been voted as one of the most livable cities in the world, and it is one of the best cities to live and work in Canada. Next is peace, order. My bad. I think there's a problem with my presentation. Peace, order, and good government. This is due to low crime rate. Therefore, you are safe, and you are actually assured that you are actually safe. And the third one, of course, contrary to the popular myth regarding freezing weather conditions in Canada, Vancouver has comparatively warmer weather as compared to any other areas in Canada. So if you're actually afraid of cold shower, then definitely you might want to consider Vancouver. And fourth is 52% of Vancouverites. Let me just try to close this one. Have a first language other than English. Factors about this is Vancouver is second highest immigrant population with more than 123 Filipinos. And lastly, high opportunities for employment. So if you're looking into a long-term goal, all right, so you might want to consider Vancouver because despite of the pandemic, Vancouver has the highest employment rate in Canada with unemployment of only 6.2% in October 2021. Moreover, the minimum wage per month in Vancouver is 15.2 Canadian dollars that you can actually use for you to earn in using in terms of your living expenses and by working part-time. So speaking of which, looking at the forecast of British Columbia labor market, the province of British Columbia is one of the Canada's fastest growing economies. And with more than 860,000 new job openings over the next 10 years, there are great opportunities for everyone who lives there. And in terms of education and training opportunities, this study of workbc.ca reveals that 77% out of the 861,000 job openings in British Columbia over the next 10 years will require some post-secondary education or training such as certificate, diploma, or bachelor's degree. So let me now discuss to you. I believe Sir Apple mentioned earlier that we're mainly going to focus about Acsenda School of Management. But just to share with you, we do have two institutions in Vancouver. So let me just try to give you the two institutions we have. First is Arbutus College, which is situated as well in Vancouver, and the second one is Acsenda School of Management. So just to give you an overview about those two schools, both are private post-secondary institutions owned by EDUCO and government-approved designated learning institutions. So I believe if you were able to if you were able to watch some sort of like YouTube videos, they're asking you to Google DLI schools in Canada, and definitely if you have spare time later, you can check and you can see that our schools are included on those lists. Also, both have very convenient locations in downtown Vancouver. So with that, everything is accessible. So schools are close to cafeterias, restaurants, shopping centers, tourist spots, and major public transportation like Bus and SkyTrain, which will definitely give you to have the flexibility to work part-time after studying. All right, so let me just share with you about the campus that we do have. So unlike any other public universities or other colleges in Vancouver, our campus are pretty much small and it has an environment wherein it is actually warm and welcoming. That's the best part about having a small community. And In terms of our class sizes, for RBTs, we do have 30 students per class. And for Acsenda, we do have 15 to 20 students per class. And for the programs that we do have, of course, we do have certificate and diploma for Arbitus College. And the second one for Acsenda is we do have bachelor's program. All right. In terms of the duration of the programs we have for Arbitus, since these are like certificate and diploma courses, that's roughly around 2 months to 2 years. It's up to you if what a program you would like to take. And for Acsenda, you can actually take 2.5 years up to 4 years. That depends on you, especially if you do have a bachelor's degree. But let me just try to share what are the popular programs that we are offer first in Arbitus. So we do have the 6+6 co-op diploma in business management and hospitality management. And of course, we do have 8+8 advanced co-op diploma in hospitality management. And the last one, we do have the 12+12 honors co-op diploma with specialization. So maybe the question that you have here, what is 6+6 and 8+8 and 12+12? Because here in the Philippines, we don't have that kind of like name or like course name in the Philippines, right? So the first six is actually the academic program. And the other six is where you are going to have your co-op. So meaning to say co-op is more of like use of working part-time. All right, so that is where you can actually work in a cafeteria, work in an office. So that depends on you. But if ever that you're looking into a long-term goal and you would like to earn more points in terms of like permanent residency, then I would highly suggest a 12+12 honors co-op diploma with specialization. All right, so in terms of Acsenda, of course, just like what I mentioned earlier, we are offering bachelor's degree. So if you're looking into having another degree for bachelor's, let's just say you are a nurse and you wanted to be you wanted to gain more in terms of like management, administration, and if you are looking into having a culinary experience and working in hotel, then definitely these are the bachelor's degree that we do have. So first is bachelor's of business administration, and the second one is bachelor of hospitality management. All right. The best part about studying in Canada is that you can actually work while studying. So I would like to share with you like a glimpse of or like an overview of the average income of student in Vancouver. So if ever that you're going to study in Acsenda, so definitely this is your average wage that you can get on a monthly basis. And for RB2, since it has a longer duration in terms of like a practicum or co-op, because definitely you're going to have 40 hours per week. So up to 40 hours, and you're going to gain roughly around 2,400 Canadian dollars. And again, this is computed on a minimum wage in the province. All right. And maybe the question that you do have here, what are the accreditations that you do have? And of course, if you're going to study and live in Canada, our goal here is for us to help our international students, and that is the reason why we are working hand in hand with with other institutions so that we can help the students to achieve their career goals. And definitely these are the international recognitions that we do have, and with wide range of networks, because with Accent, especially with Accenta, Alumni Association is a global network of professionals actively helping each other succeed in global job market. Because definitely we're not going to leave you behind after graduating. Definitely we are here to support you after graduating and looking for the right job for you and maybe looking for the right profession for you. And of course, we do have a lot of mentors who can help you with that then. And more than the accreditations that we do have, student success rate and satisfaction is also a testament of the quality education that Acsenda and RBTUs provides. So nearly 95% of students say that their degree has prepared them for their preferred job or career path, and 92% believe that their degree was a good investment. And same goes with RBTUs, with an average of 95% satisfaction rate, and this rate was rate based on the student care, classes, and after school care. All right. So maybe the next question that you do have here, when can we actually study? If ever that we're going to go to Canada, what are your intake dates? So for Acsenda, we do have four intake dates. We do have in January, April, July, and October. And the best thing about it is that we are still open for July intakes. And if ever that you already have your visa approval and whatnot, and you might be thinking of changing your school, then you might want to consider Acsenda for April intake as well, because definitely we do have four choices for you. But for RB2s, the beauty of this is that we do have every month we do have intake dates. So we do have January, February, March, and definitely later on with Sir Apple and any other advisor of CIC can actually help you out as to when you can actually have your intake dates. So let's now talk about the admission requirements, because at the end of the day, even though that you are ready, definitely you have to consider what are the requirements that I have to prepare. So please take note of the admission requirements that we have here. First is application form, second copy of passport, third copy of diploma, fourth copy of academic record. So definitely that's a TOR. And then the last one is proof of English. So maybe you are wondering, Rolly, is there a chance for us not to take IELTS? Well, definitely there's no need for you to worry about that, because here in Acsenda, in RB2s, we do have a lot of options in terms of English test. All right, we do have TOEFL, Duolingo, and PTS score. And if you are a graduate of bachelor's degree, not more than 10 years, then definitely you just have to ask your university or your school in giving you the MOI, or the medium of instruction. So once you do have that, then definitely you don't need to worry about having IELTS, which I believe is a great start for you in actually preparing your applications. So in terms of the admission process that we do have, so the first step is definitely you have to submit all your requirements to your preferred agency, which is definitely CIC. And then once you were able to submit all your requirements, then definitely a letter of offer and will be given to you, and you just have to settle that fees. And then later on, once that is actually settled, then you will receive your letter of acceptance. All right. Maybe the question that you have here as well is that how long will it take for us to get all the papers? So from step one to step two, definitely that's 5 to 7 business days. And then from step two to step three, that's actually 5 to 7 business days. I would like to highlight the word business days, because here in the Philippines, masanay tayo that it's more of like 5 to 7 business days, 5 to 7 days. So we are thinking that's just 1 week. So we have to consider the business days. So maybe we don't have any work during the weekend, so that will take more than a week then. But of course, rest assured that CIC and Acsenda and Arbitrus will be working closely together in order for us to provide your documents as soon as possible. All right. So I'm actually now down to my last, actually the last part of my presentation, which is which school should I choose? Because definitely I'm presenting you two schools right now, right? So if you are a senior high school graduate, or if you're a bachelor's degree holder, then you might want to consider Acsenda. Right? Why? Because definitely it will be easier for you to transfer credits. So it's pretty much the same. If ever that you were in a university, so let's just say you're from LaSalle and then you would like to transfer in Ateneo, then definitely what you can do is that you can just evaluate and assess your TOR or the requirements, and then they can check if there are units so that they can actually credits. So it's pretty much the same with Acsenda. All right, wherein you can get less than 4 years of duration of your program if ever that you're going to study in Acsenda. And of course, it's like what I've mentioned earlier, you don't need to worry about IELTS. Definitely, you just have to provide MOI for those students who graduated not more than 10 years. So what if I am a graduate of 10 years and do I need to take IELTS? The best solution that we can provide you, which Sir Apple and any other advisor would can actually tell you, is that we do have the Duolingo test that you can actually take, which is a lot easier for you to take, for you to get a passing score then. And of course, maybe the question that you do have here, Rolly, from what I've heard, normally the PGWP is for the public university or public schools in Canada, right? The best part about Acsenda, if you are looking into a long-term goal, then definitely Acsenda can help you in terms of getting a postgraduate work permit. And that is actually up to 3 years after graduation. All right, that is something that we can actually help you with if ever that you're going to study in Acsenda. All right. And since CIC is one of our valid partner, and if ever that you're going to consider applying right now in CIC, we do have an ongoing promotion exclusively with CIC. Right now, we are offering 15,000 admission grant. So before we are just offering it for only 10,000 admission grant. So it's more of like a scholarship program or scholarship grant that we are providing. So this 15,000 admission grant will be deducted on your tuition fee. All right. And that is actually each term. All right. And then, of course, if ever that you receive your LOO or letter of offer, and then you were able to settle your fee within 7 days, then you are actually you're applicable as well with the $500 early acceptance grant as well. This is something that we are offering as well with CIC. And as we all know that right now, maybe the question that you do have is that, Rolly, is there something, is it pretty much the same here in the Philippines? Are they doing like a blended learning? Is it like a synchronous and asynchronous? So yes, that's totally what we are doing right now in Acsenda. And that's the reason why we are going to offer you a 600 laptop grant. All right. So if ever that you're going to buy a new laptop, then this 600 laptop grant will be deducted on your tuition fee as well. So pretty much, if ever that you're really excited in having or studying in Acsenda, we do have another ongoing promotion as well, which is 800 online start grant. All right. So if you're going to start studying online instead of you moving to Canada right away, then definitely we can actually give you this as well. And of course, as we all know, that it's really difficult if ever that you're just gonna go there without any family. If you're single, then definitely the question here is that how am I gonna go to the hotel? And this is something that we are giving an assistance to our students, and we are giving up to $75 airport transfer grant. All right, so these are the ongoing promotions that we are providing if ever that you're going to send your application to CIC Alabang. All right, so the last question that you might have here is that will there can I actually refund my initial fee that I gave during my my application with Acsenda? Yes, definitely you can actually have a 100% refundable if your visa is actually refused. All right, but just want to set an expectation that there will be like an admin fee of $300 to $500 for the processing of your refund. But definitely, aside from that, you can actually get the refund of all your initial deposit. All right, in terms of RB2s, all right, if you are a high school graduate, so definitely these are the all basic education curriculum. So these are the people who weren't able to go on a senior high school program or the K to 12 program, and they weren't able to get a bachelor's degree. Then definitely you might want to consider RB2s. And if you're looking for a co-op programs, I mean to say, if you would like to get a chance to work in an industry related to your field, then definitely you might want to consider Arbitres as well. And the last thing, if you're looking for a school that offers short duration of programs, then definitely you might want to consider Arbitres as well. And one thing that I've heard from other students that we've encountered before, if you do have a minimal resources right now, then definitely you might want to consider Arbitus, because right now we do have an ongoing promotion as well that we are giving to any Filipino student or anyone who processed their application here in the Philippines, and we are giving a 1,000 fee discount, and we are waiving as well the application fee, and that is for the April intake, actually up until July intake. So that's something that we're doing. So here, if you've noticed, all right, for the 6+6 co-op diploma for business management and hospitality management, normally it's 12,000 pesos. And for the Filipino student, or for someone who processed their application here in the Philippines, we're giving it for only 9,000 Canadian dollars, and then more than 10,000 Canadian dollars for the hospitality management. The best part about this, if ever that you're going to send your application in CIC, and then definitely we're going to give you a 1,000 tuition fee discount, which will give you for only 8,780 Canadian dollars for the 6 plus 6 co-op diploma, and then 9,080 Canadian dollars for the hospitality management, and then 8 plus 8 co-op diploma will be for only 10,350 Canadian dollars. All right, so that is the tuition fee that we are actually providing. So maybe the next question that you do have here is that, what if really I wanted to take a co-op program, and at the same time I would like to get a postgraduate work permit, and right now I don't have much resources. Is there something that I can do? Then I would highly suggest that the pathway program that we are offering, because on the first year you're going to study with our B2s, for that is actually the 6 plus 6 co-op diploma with a minimal tuition fee. And then once you were able to earn during your co-op program, then you can actually move to a different university or directly to Acsenda, all right, which is your bachelor's degree, and that will help you to get a PGWP up to 3 years. All right, so normally the program will take 3 to 4 years. All right, that depends on you, on the programs that you're going to take. And the best part about this is that if you're going to apply now, you can actually take advantage of the low tuition fee deposit for only 3,500. So I wasn't able to put it here, but definitely if you're going to have a discussion with Sir Apple and any other um, advisors from CIC, then they can actually let you know that it's just 3,500 and you can get two LOAs. The first one is from Arbitus, the second one is for Acsenda School of Management. So that's pretty much it. I hope you were able to get a bit of an idea on what Acsenda and Arbitus is providing, and I believe the next part of this agenda will be Sir Apple, who will be further discussing about the application